Mr. McMillan, raise your right hand, state your full name, please.
Carlos McMillan.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. McMillan. Mr. McMillan, you have ticket number P1471587, the People versus Carlos, CARLOS, McMillan, McMillon. Mr. McMillan, on this ticket, you have one count. It is a misdemeanor for driving with a revoked license. You also, sir, have P147135. You have two civil infractions, driving 16 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, and a civil infraction for no proof of insurance. Counsel, your appearance.
For the record, Your Honor, Elliot Allen on behalf of Mr. McMillan, as you already know, is standing to my right.
Yes.
0394.
Very well. Mr. Attorney Allen, the people have made an offer. You talked to the Assistant Corporation Counsel for the City of Detroit in person. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak with her and she revealed the offer.
Okay. I believe the offer was that if your client were to plead to a civil infraction, the speeding ticket driving 16 to 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, she would amend and reduce that down to 6 to 10 over the speed limit. And the other two matters, the misdemeanor for the revoked license would be dismissed, and the other civil infraction for no proof of insurance would be dismissed as well. Is that what you understand, Counsel?
Our understanding of the offer.
All right. And your client wants to take advantage of this offer?
Yes, he does.
And you've explained to your client his rights to have a trial and to or formal hearing and address these or challenge them in a court?
He's been fully advised of his rights, Your Honor, and he chooses to
Accept the offer?
accept the offer.
Very well. All right, Mr. McMillan, you understand, I have to ask you just a couple of questions. One, are you pleading, you understand that I can only accept a plea of responsible for a person who is actually responsible? In other words, people come into the courtroom all the time for misdemeanors and civil infractions. They say, well, I'm not guilty or responsible, but I just want to get this over with. That would be a court of convenience, not a court of justice, sir. So I have to ask you, are you pleading responsible today because you are responsible?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. McMillan, on the date of June the 19th of 2023, were you operating a motor vehicle in the area of Lafayette and East Grand Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
On that date and time, sir, were you stopped by the police?
Yes, sir.
Were you driving at least, I have to do what the ticket says. Were you driving at least 16 miles per hour over the speed limit?
Yes, sir.
The court finds you responsible for the amended and reduced charge of 6 to 10 over. The other two matters are dismissed today. The plea that what you pled to, sir, is a civil infraction, and your fine is $135. $135. That is a civil infraction, and I'm required to let you know that that has to be paid within 14 days. I cannot give you additional time for civil infractions. I can only do that for misdemeanors. So 14 days, $135, sir. Yes, $135. Do you know how to pay and where to pay? Okay. Well, you got three ways to pay it, sir. One, you could do it online at the 36th District Court website, 36districtcourt.org. You can pay it online. I don't know if you've seen the kiosk that's located in and around the city. Kind of looks like an ATM machine, but they're called DivDat. It's where people pay their public utilities. You could pay at any one of those, and they're all over the city. I can tell you where some are, but just because I've seen them. You see them in your neighborhood, in neighborhood stores and things of that nature. They are in both of the Meyer stores in the city of Detroit. I don't know if they're in the outlying stores or not, because I've just never checked that. If you happen to live anywhere near the Northwest Activity Center, there's one in there. There's one outside 36th District Court. These are open 24 hours. If the building is open, the machines are open. And lastly, sir, you can come into the building during normal court hours and pay at a cashier's window. So you have the option to pay at anyone. The DivDat machines, they do take cash, which surprises me. They take cash and or cards. So if you understand that, you're all set. Free to go. Counsel, it's good seeing you.
Good seeing you too, Judge.
All right.
Have a good day.
You as well, sir.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Counsel, you're a throwback. You're walking around with a leather valise, a leather briefcase. I don't see those anymore.
I guess you're right, I am a throwback, I love it. It's just large enough for my computer.
Okay, yeah, well, that's, okay, then that makes sense because for most people, all their files are on this now.
I have a computer.
Okay, all right.
Okay, take care.
Have a great day.
Is Miss Rogers in the, is she in the breakout room? I didn't look.
She's in the courtroom.
Ooh,
You
Miss
can-
Rogers.
On the breakout room if you'd like, if that's easier, that's not a problem.
Yeah, we're live streaming, so I didn't want to discuss the cases on the live.
I can turn it back on, but it's up to y'all.
Whatever
Is it
is
easier if you
easier
just go
for
into a
you.
room?
Yeah, you can go in a room, that's not a problem. And then I can.
Whatever works for you all works for me.
Mr. Belloc, I need you to take the hat off for your head for me, please.
Crystal, when I get on, can you put Barry in there too, please?
Yes. Can I give you a file for Stephen Backus?
Madam Clerk,
Okay. Yes.
I got a lot of questions. I apologize in advance. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have a lot.
The first name on the docket, Mr. Israel,
Yes.
does he have other cases scheduled on other dates?
You probably do, because I remember the name.
Okay, is there a future court date he should come back, or do you want to handle it all today?
The professional answer is that it probably would be better for all his cases to go at one time, so we can give him another date. And let's see.
I appreciate her so much.
Well, it actually looks like he has two other tickets that were supposed to be from July 17th, which that date has already passed. And then he has an adjourned to pay on November, so he planned to one ticket clearly. So as far as these three tickets go, we probably should rent them today.
Okay, we can do that. That's not a problem. On Mr. Mulkey, second name on the docket, could I please have a copy of the ticket?
I have registered actions, but I'm willing to send those to you. I mean,
Oh,
I don't have the actual tickets.
can you tell if that is an e-ticket or?
They are e-tickets. I mean, if you just so want them to be reprinted, I can assist in that, but I have registered actions.
Oh, are you looking for the reckless driving?
Yes.
Yeah, I have the ROAs.
Oh,
is that-
so the prosecutor also doesn't have an original ticket. Okay.
Let me, what is this up for today?
Except for a regular
Arraignment.
bench.
Ask my paralegal to get them. If they're e-tickets, you can usually print them out.
But does the court have its own? I'll just save that for when we go on the record.
You tell me,
ready.
maybe if Chris can get printed.
Yeah, I have to try. Why not?
Of course, I'm sorry.
So do
Okay.
you want it printed or you want to know the offer on it?
No, I don't want you to print it.
The offer's facing. And on Israel, Madam Clerk printed out the other ROAs, but he's pled on both of those.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're just dismissing the one on the docket for today. I gotta try.
Well, it's a state matter.